You're listening to UrbanKnightsRadio.com, the sound of artists.
Talent. My father had a deep voice, so I probably inherited something he had. And I was always interested in broadcasting when I was a kid, and so it just was kind of a logical progression. Went to school, majored in communications, worked at a TV and radio station, and then one thing led to another, and ultimately at about 30 settled on this business, so I've been doing it for a long time.
Confirm that the zero energy state test has been completed on all locked out toxic HPM gas manual valves in the gas box by touching the green Mark as completed box on the WCO application.
This is my 14th season with the Raiders, so I started in 2004. Prior to that, I had done Stanford football for 10 years, and I'd done the East-West Shrine game, which was at Stanford Stadium. That led to Stanford hiring me, and then the Raiders called, and I auditioned. I went up to the Oakland Coliseum. I'll never forget it. It was a rainy day. Two people, in terms of influencing me to get into this business when I was young. One was another voiceover guy by the name of Russ Holcomb, who's older, took me under his wing. I had done a little small part in a radio spot, and he pulled me aside and said, "Gary, you could make a living doing this." The other person is a guy named Rick Cimino, who was an absolute monster in the voiceover business in this San Francisco Bay Area. And we had auditioned to become the announcer at the CBS affiliate in San Francisco at KPIX. Came down to two of us. It was Rick Cimino and me. And at the time, I was in my mid-30s, and Rick was probably my age now, in his 60s. And so I knew they're either going to go for an older sound, or they're going to go for a younger sound, and thank you very much. They picked me, and one of the things that I tell the participants that take this public address announcer class is, if you don't remember anything else from this seminar, the one thing I want to leave you with is at least work to pronounce people's names correctly. So do a little bit of homework. Don't worry about how things are spelled, but how do you pronounce them phonetically, right? I don't care how they're spelled. Doesn't make any difference because I'm going to say them, not write them. Both played for Cal. Both happened to play for the Raiders. One was a defensive back, Nnamdi Asomugha. Pretty good. The second one, even better, Adam Chinobi Echimandu. He was a running back for Cal and had a drink of water in the NFL. But both of those names,
easy to work with.
You had to work on.
I don't take myself too seriously, and I